This is Irontrader, and this is midday trading. So we're going to take a look here, see what natural gas is doing, what crude oil is doing, and then we're going to take a look here at Microsoft. Their earnings are after the close, same way with Google. So those are market movers, just like Meta was yesterday. Okay, this video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Natty Gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, weekly isn't really a whole lot can go on here. Basically, what I'm looking for here is this 8 SMA, but now you can see where she's rolling over, 1.73. It was basically 1.75 the other day. Now she's coming right on down. However, we got to see how it all shakes out. Today's only Wednesday. Got a couple of days left here. Okay, your green here is still below your red here. It needs to cross over that red. Gives you bullish momentum there to the upside. So on the weekly here, not really showing a whole lot. But the daily, wow, look at this daily. Now, here's what we got. Let me bigger up a little bit. Okay. So we're still pretty much intact here because we have a low, a higher low, and then we still have a higher low going on here. So today's low was 1.60. I showed you that right there this morning here, how it got there. I'm going to show you again here on the 4-hour chart. But this is what we got. Now I say we have a bottoming candle. The key is it's got to hold. Okay, so that's the key. So on the upside, what we want to watch is today's high, 1.67. Very, very key. Okay, and then what we can do here, we can march ourselves right on up here. Okay, so you look at the low as 1.71. Then the next here we have is your 1.728, your 8 SMA. Now these are all separated out very, very nice. Okay, so we got 1.728 is next, and then we have 1.754, that's next, and then we have here 1.77. Very, very nice on your 21 SMA. Now again, we get above that. This is the candle you want to watch, okay? See, here's that 1.80. That's the key, okay? And then what we'll do is we'll go to yesterday's high, old red up here, 1.84, and then that's what you're looking for is 1.85, okay? So that right there, that was your resistance level, went right into it, and then sold off hard yesterday. Now, this can right now, it's kind of like an indecision candle. So we got to see if this can move up or not. Now, what you want to watch on the downside is you got a bunch of key levels here, okay? So you have today's low, 1.60. Your next low is 1.589. Okay, so again, if it goes below that, then we'll look right to the bottom of that candle. That's 1.575, and then you have 1.52. Those are your support levels there. And your upside, just watch your very, very key levels. Your 8 SMA there, 1.729. Your 21, 1.77. And then we have your 50-day went there, 1.75. All this, the 50-day, the 21-day, the 8-day, that's all very, very key resistance. If you can get above, then we can work yourself up here, and then what we're looking for is this 1.85. Okay, let's take a look here on an hourly and a 4-hour chart. Okay, here we have your hourly chart. Now, you can see where it came right on down. Now, realistically, this was really a good scalping day today in the UNG, okay? Now, in pre-market, it got as low as 1407 on UNG, okay? And then it ran up to 1436. Now, I didn't get to 1407, but I got in at 1410, and I got out at 1430. I got 20 cents. That's all I was looking for. So I didn't get the low, and I didn't get that high, but I don't care about that. All I was caring about is that key 20 cents. Now, I'm back into the trade here on UNG. We're going to take a look here on the tick chart on UNG to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so when it came all the way down to 160, all I did, just like I pointed out this morning, is you want to watch that candle right there, okay? See that red candle? What do we have? 1.60. That's what we're looking for here on the bottom. So when you have this little notch, that price channel, that's what you want to just bring right over, okay? That's what you see. That's why I put price channel 1.60, and that's what we held there today. Now, the next level is that 1.58. Now, if this can start rallying up here, we have a nice, good double bottom situation. I know it doesn't really look like it, but it is. So you got 1.60 on the bottom and 1.589 here. So if you can hold that, then, okay, then we can have a nice rally because you got a double bottom situation. However, if you lose and close below this 1.58, well, that negates the pattern. You're going to go 1.57 and then 1.52. Just as simple as that. So it has to hold that key level here then we can start rallying on up here. So when we look at this area here, you want to watch that 21 day because you can see how it went into it, went above it, but you're fighting it the whole way. The 8, the 21 day, the 50, the 100 day, and the 200 day work on every chart. This is an hourly, 4 hour. You can put it on a tick, a 1 minute, whatever you want to put it on. It all works the same very, very nicely. Now, what we want to watch here on the upside is if we can get above that, then we want to look at this 1.675, which is the top of this candle right here. And then we can rally right on up here all the way until we get to that 1.72 level. However, we have to hold that 1.60. This is next. We lose this here. That double bottom pattern's gone. Phew. Say goodnight, Irene. Okay, let's take a look at a tick chart on UNG. Okay, so if you want to scalp trades, this is how you want to do it. Okay, see, pre-market we had 1407. Okay, so this was a really nice thing as it ran on up here. You jump right on in here, and then you got as high here as is what we have here. 1436 is where it got all the way up to there, right into that key 200 SMA. See that? Okay, so when it got right up in there, that's where I said, no, I only wanted the 20 cents. That gets me good started, okay? Get out of that trade. Then she came all the way down, went to sideways action, came right down here, and then retested this, but you had a 14.11, which is a nice higher low situation. So I did not buy it here. What I did is I waited for the retest. So where did it go? It ran right up again, right into that 200 day. Then she pulled back. Then I got in right here again on this level here. Okay, so you got a low of 415. I got in at 420. So I didn't get the low here. Okay, at the 415. Okay, I didn't get the low, and I'm not always looking to get the low or buy the low or sell the top. I'm looking for that meat in the middle. Okay, so what I do is I have this thing still running on UNG, and I have a 14. I'm in at 1420, and I have a stop there at 1440 flat. Okay, so that's why I raised my stop up here too. So if it comes out, that'd be another 20 cents. That'd be 40 cents. But remember, I'm trading 5,000 shares here, so that all works out good. So once we start rallying up here, you came on down here, yes, but you notice that you're holding the support levels as it's riding down. So as it comes down here, so you have a low, but this was a higher low. Okay, now again, you could have sold it in this area here too, and then rebought it, but I just was holding it here and just kind of gently raising my stops up 5 cents at a time. Okay, so I never got stopped out of the situation here because here's what your low was. I just take it in very, very easy. You got roughly 14.29. So when I was down there at 14.20, I put the stop in at 14.25. So I was going to make 5 cents no matter what. Okay, but I just figured just let this thing ride here because this here is really now in a nice uptrend. Okay, so I got my stop there at 1440. Okay, so that's what I'm sticking at. So no matter what, I will get guaranteed here today. No matter what, I'll get 40 cents out of that trade. Okay, so that's how you got to look at it. So when you trade, you want to scalp. You want to use these tick charts because they work really good. Now again, these are fast. Okay, so you got to be real quick. But what you want to do is look for a low, but you always want to look for a higher low. That tells you that you can get long. See, like we had here, just like we had here. Okay, then when it runs all up here, if this doesn't come down, okay, all the way down, then we see we have that another higher low again where she can run right on up. So we'll have to see how this all shakes out here. But again, there should be a nice good 40 cents in there for me here today. So no matter what, now again, if it keeps on running, well, then what I do is I'll just keep riding the stop, raising the stop up higher. Okay, let's take a look here at crude oil. Okay, here you have crude oil. Okay, right here, daily chart. Now, bigger up there. I'm pointing out here this 8 SMA. Okay, I know I'm in reruns. I say this every day. Watch out, it's like a brick wall, but that's exactly what it is. Okay, because you can look here. You went up, closed below. Spiked high, closed below. Spike low, closed below. Spiked high, closed below. Red candle, closed below. Sticky, closed below. Right here, closed below. Went up higher, closed below. And where are we today? Okay, now again, there is a possible bull flag situation going on here. Okay, unless you start losing this area, come down to the 50-day, well, then that's negated. But again, what you want to do on the upside is watch that 8 SMA here. So you're sitting right there at 82.89. If you can get above, then we watch today's high. You're looking at 83.33. We'll look at yesterday's high, 83.71. And then your target right there is going to be 84.35. Okay. Downside, what do we want to watch? You want to watch, obviously here, we want to watch today's low. That's 81.99. And then right here, boom, 81.38. That's your target. Again, if that's lost, we can come to the bottom here, 80.88. We here, 80.70. And then we look at our price channel, 80.55. And then there's your big target at 79.96. Okay, so very, very easy trade here. You're trading here realistically between this price channel. So you're going pretty much between 80.55 and this 8 SMA. Okay, so that's key. It's got to close above that 8 SMA here. Then she can go higher. If not, it's just going to go sideways to down. It's just as simple as that. So let's just see if this possible bull flag here is going to play out here for another day and then zoom right on up here. Once you close above that key 8 SMA here, then you can hit that 21-day. Then we can start hitting sticky, and then we can move right on up here. But that is very, very critical. Weekly chart, not really a whole lot to tell here. By the end of the week, you want to close pretty much. You want to close above that 82.46, and you want to close above that key level right there at 82.01. Okay, let's take a look here at Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft, their earnings here are after the close. So we got to see here now. Now, some of them had, again, one thing I just want to point out here when you're trading earnings, okay, it's not the earnings that matter. It's the reaction to it, okay, just that simple. So you look at a company like Tesla. Tesla completely stunk it up, okay? They absolutely just stunk it up. They haven't had earnings this bad since 2012. So what does that tell you? Okay, they missed on every metric. However, smoke and mirrors, man, what he did is he came out there and he's talking about building an EV that's going to sell for $25,000. Just a month ago, they canceled that whole idea. Now he's looking for a $25,000 EV. Possibly end of this year, 25. I can tell you right now, that's nothing but bullshit. Okay, this is smoke and mirrors with this. Same here with that Cybertruck. You're supposed to be out in 2020. Came out in 2024. Anybody who owns this, okay, will tell you right now that this wasn't even ready for production. They're having so many issues with this. And if you watch on YouTube, the one that just got smashed, it totaled the truck right out. $100,000 just gone right there. Completely, all that stainless, ripped the fender right off, ripped the tires right off, all the molding, the windshield, all the glass, everything just completely destroyed the whole truck. One shot Willie. Okay, so always keep this in mind. I think Tesla is going to be a really good short here going down the road here. I just think this is so much smoke and mirrors. Now, that being said, I am a fan of Musk here. However, he's so far over his skis here that it's just a little bit thing. However, they have the AI going. That's very good. Speaking of AI, this is what we have with the Microsoft, okay? So they have a big thing. Now, again, Meta missed their earnings. They had a clear miss, okay, on the guidance and everything. So that was not good. So we got to see what Microsoft does now. Microsoft been a very, very hot stock, so we got to see what's going to happen. Now, you can see where it sold right down here. It left the bottoming tail. Now, on the upside, what you want to watch is that price channel right there, okay? 395.75. That's what you want to watch, okay? And then what right above that is we have 435, and then you're looking here at that 8 SMA. You're looking right at 405.25. If you can get above, there's your target. 414.17, and then right above it, you have 415.79. Very, very easy, okay? So again, above that, we just follow the candles here all the way up. You got 418.88. We can come up to this top here. You got 426.82, 429.37, and then your big retest up there is 430.82, and that's also your breakout, okay? But you got a lot of resistance ahead. However, this can jump up very, very easily here on the numbers, okay? So just always remember that. But just remember, it's not the news, the earnings that matter. It's the reaction to them. That's what they're looking for. So the same way with Tesla, a lot of the big boys, the traders, they're trading on hopes and dreams that this is going to have, and this robo-taxi is going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread, and all this bullshit that they're giving, they're sucking it up like a Hoover Deluxe, okay? But just be careful. Trade the charts. You don't have to worry about all that noise. But again, on Microsoft, what you want to watch then is you want to watch on the bottom downside is this 388.03. That's going to be today's low, very, very key. If not, then we'll come right over here to the bottom of this candle. Okay, so you're looking at 384.81 right here is what you're looking for. And then we're going to be looking right over to the top of that candle. You're looking basically at 384. 30, and then we can work yourself all the way down here to this 369.03. But watch today's low. That's going to be very, very critical, 388.03. If that's lost, we just follow the price channels all the way down until you hit that key level there at 369.03. Now, actually, Microsoft's chart does not look bad except for the last little bit here, okay? This is a big gap down, very, very key, okay? So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. So the top of that candle is 395, but then you got to look here at the bottom of that candle, okay? That's 406.78, okay? So you have your gap at 395, then we have a fill all the way there at 406.78. So gap and fill, always got to watch that, pay attention. On the weekly here, 401.39, you really want to reclaim that, okay? That is going to be key. And then if not, we can come over here to the top of that candle, 384.30, and then we can come right over here to the top of this candle at 366.78. Okay, so that's all looking very, very good, very, very strong here. Okay, that's what I got for you. Crude oil, natural gas, a little bit of Microsoft. And I tell you what I'll do, I'll be back here after the pit close, and we'll go in depth here on crude oil and natty gas.